everybody. I wanted to come on really quick because I wanted to share with you guys a lesson that God has allowed me to be taught, and by revelation, I received it. There is a thing called honor, right? And if you lack honor, it's going to be manifested in your life. You are going to experience lack in some areas or in the area of the honor that you have lacked. So, I want to share a story with you guys, and this is my personal experience. And I said, Lord, I was actually giving honor in a post to a woman in my life that has been a positive influence over my life and my career and my business, an inspiration. So the Holy Spirit began to minister to me, share your story publicly with the people. So here it is. There is a certain nail salon that I worked at for a number of, I believe it was about 4 years. And I honor Miss Sandra, and she was the owner of the salon. So I worked there for 4 years. It was a great blessing. She was the first salon owner, the first salon that I worked in that was a black owned nail salon. They also did lashes and brows in there too, but there were more nail techs, I believe, than estheticians. So God gave me the grace to work in this salon. And every Sunday she played her gospel music because they were open 7 days a week. So, every Sunday we played gospel. She was a woman of God. It was very apparent and evident. So I was about to make a post. I was creating a post to thank her and honor her for being the first black owned nail salon that I worked in that honored God and displayed God, and that was not ashamed of being a Christian based business. So, after the 4 years, I left the salon. When I left the salon, I decided to go and work inside of a salon suite that someone gave me the opportunity to work in. I worked there, but before I left that one salon from Miss Sandra's salon, I did not pay my last week of booth rent. And I began to, God gave me the vision of opening up my own salon. Okay, so I did so. Oh, fast by the grace of God, the opportunity came for me to be able to be a salon owner. And I started off as booth rent. Let me tell you something. When I left Miss Sandra's salon, this is a honest testimony of mine. I did not pay my last week's booth rent. So when I opened up my own salon, I had troubles a little bit in that department. And I began to think like, oh my goodness, what in the world is going on? This was years later though when I actually realized it. I was in a whole different space. This was years later when I started walking with God. And God began to reveal to me, he began to clean up my life, right? And this was one of the ways that he cleaned up my life in the business aspect. He began to reveal to me, daughter, these things are happening in your business. You are attracting these kinds of people in your business because of what you did. This is your bloodshed. This is what you are. This is what you are drawing because of what you did not fix. So you need to fix that. I said, duh, makes sense. So I reached out to Miss Sandra and I corrected that wrong. I made that thing right because God began to tell me, daughter, I can't bless you in a certain capacity until you move forward in the honor and in the order that I have ordained for my children to walk in. So I had to pay, and God began to minister to me. You will give her double for her troubles. I said, God, this God. He is amazing. But I'm so grateful for that moment because the moment that I did that, I opened up something that was blocked. There is a certain grace that you cannot receive as a salon owner if you move out of the order of the spiritual principles of God. So if you miss out on something, if you don't pay something, if you move wrong, you will reap that and you will attract that. So I want to be here to encourage you, young women and men, barbers, hairstylists, nail salon, nail techs, manicurists, that you move in honor. If you do not move in honor, it will follow you. You can't run from it. Things will not go well for you if you move in dishonor. If you dishonor the person who God has put over authority in that lane for you to teach you, to guide you, to lead you, to help you. If you go outside of that, it will not be well with you. And I'm not saying this to try to make anybody feel like, it's me. It don't have anything to do with me because I know what I had to correct. So I'm here to help those who are walking in that same lane. It's not easy to just make your own way. God sets up everything in order for you for a reason, in a specific way and manner, so that you can grow in the likeness that He wants you to grow in. Okay? So be honoring. Honor the person that God puts in front of you. Honor the people that God placed in your life to help you to get to the next level. Without honor, you cannot get there. That is my experience. I know that by experience. So show honor. Show honor. That's all. That's the word. Bless y'all.